But right now, let's change gears a little bit. Now, whether you're completely new to exercise or live a very active lifestyle, most of us want a workout that's short on time, but big on results.
That's right. Well, I recently experienced how technology can lend a helping hand by delivering a workout that's just 20 minutes long where you can slim down, build strength, and achieve your fitness goals.
And Zoe over here proved that 20 minutes is all you need.
I love a great workout, even if it's a quick run outside or just a serious session in the gym. But when I heard BODYTEC tackles 90% of the body, there was no way I was going to let this opportunity pass me by. BODYTEC specializes in electro muscle stimulation training, or EMS. By electronically stimulating the muscles, workouts are quick, easy on joints, and improve posture. Thank you. Thank you. I have to admit, this looks nothing like any of the gyms I'm used to. But what exactly does a session entail?
Usually start with an assessment. We want to find out what are your training goals, what are your present and past training experiences, what are you doing at the moment. Give you a little bit of information, knowledge background about the type of training we do. High intensity interval strength training assisted with electro muscle stimulation technology. And then on top of this, we must make sure that the training is safe, and that we make sure that you're medically absolutely clear to do the type of training. You
mentioned high intensity training. What exactly is that, and what's the difference between a HIIT cardio and a HIIT strength session?
High intensity training has become very popular in the past couple of years and months. But if we look at this from a knowledge and science perspective, we've got four main categories. That is number one, it needs to be high in intensity. The second one, because of this intensity, it has to be short in time and duration. Third criteria, it needs to be infrequent, not too often. And the fourth characteristic is the training has to be safe. The difference with cardio and high intensity strength training is we want to work on a quantity parameter. Quantity parameters are like heart rate or your oxygen consumption, breathing. Quality of muscle contraction and the quality of moving and using the right muscle groups is the most significant aspect and the difference between cardio and strength high intensity.
My colleague Ewan, he was here last week and I know he was knackered afterwards. So where do we start?
We're going to start and try to replicate exactly the same thing as we did for Ewan. We're going to start with the assessment and then my colleague Kyle is going to walk you through the training session.
EMS training is done under the guidance of a personal trainer who will activate 8 muscle groups individually according to your needs, and all it takes is 1 session a week.
Alright, it's all plugged in, ready to rock and roll?
Yes, but before we start, what can I expect to feel?
So we're going to start off by slowly introducing a little intensity to the legs. Okay, it's going to start off with a little tingle, you're going to feel a little ticklish, then it's going to start to go into a muscle contraction. Okay, what I mean by that, if you squeeze your bicep there really tightly, like you're picking something up, it's a kind of muscle contraction that we're looking for. You know when you feel that little tingle? Starting to feel that into the biceps a little bit, hey? Okay, into the hands as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel the effects immediately, but what can I expect to see in the long run?
Definitely a little bit of strength increase, some muscle definition, a little bit of toning, and a little bit of centimeter loss. Okay, and in terms of someone who's interested in getting back into running, BODYTEC is perfect because we're going to be strengthening up that core as well as basically using those muscle groups all at the same time. Alright, okay, so we're going to start in our ready position. So remember, 3, 2, 1, 3, get ready for the impulse, 2, squeeze your muscles, and 1, breathe. Okay, and then we'll do an exercise. Don't rush through the movements, it's all going to be nice and controlled movements for us.
During EMS training, muscle contractions are more intense and it activates deeper muscle groups than movements during conventional exercise, which is why it's so effective. That was incredible. I didn't realize how weak I am in my abs. My core needs a lot of work. But when it came to the contractions, that was when I actually realized how much effort and how important it is to contract everything to do a movement. So this is really, really a great introduction to BODYTEC.
Well done. Yeah, good one.
It was good though. It was a good workout.
Well
I felt
done.
the muscles like very sore for like 2 days after.
I know, it's quite the experience. It's quite the experience. Now listen, a 20-minute workout that targets 90% of your body. I mean, that is really, really awesome.